Okay, let us turn to today's session of the Shumbafoot Global Summit, which is currently underway. Health is priority. What do I mean? There is no comfort in an unhealthy body, later on in an unhealthy society. When someone is either sick or ill, they tend to lose appetite and they become less active. Likewise, a society which abandons its culture is bound to become weak, and its existence will be at stake. Well, it depends which centuries you're referring to and comparing, but I'll just assume that you mean from the beginning of time. The early men and women had natural means of preventing and curing diseases. Mutations were not so common to them, even if we're to consider their ignorance, which is not their crime. Herbs were quite common for medical treatment around the world until the introduction of the modern medical sector. When modern medicine was introduced and as tech improved, we were able to study diseases in their origins, and we began to make relevant medicine even till this day. The problem we face is pathogens and viruses can mutate, and it's hard to prevent the mutation. So we constantly have to design and manufacture better vaccines and other medicine so that we are ahead of the infectious diseases. On the other hand, some medicine can have side effects, so some scientists are constantly trying to improve the medicine and avoid these side effects so that the health of a patient is not compromised. To answer your question, to a certain extent, health has improved. Thanks to modern technology, we are now able to easily monitor our nutrition, crops, and livestock. We are now able to make healthy food in clean environments, which are 99.9% free from germs. And if we fall ill, modern medicine and equipment can be used to effectively cure or stabilize our body systems. I'm interested in the solution that you have implicitly proposed. If I get you correctly, you are implying that instilling discipline and integrity in those people who abuse drugs and substances, who assist in ending drug abuse in our world. Okay, I have a question for you, and maybe our audience can assist us as from today, because we're having these long-term discussions for a better future for Shumbafoot and the world. So how are you going to do it? I pose this question because we've had many campaigns, many organizations have visited schools and other institutions to spread awareness. Taxes on these substances have been increased, and some of these drugs and substances are prohibited by law, and the list goes on. But many uncultured people are still doing the wrong thing. I think we need to reevaluate our approach to solving these problems, because the problem is not just with this type of abuse, but many abuses and addictions are beginning to erode discipline and integrity from our global society, which threatens our diverse societies and the cultures on which they are built on. Now, I'm not saying you're totally wrong, but I'm still concerned about how we have not found an effective alternatives to campaigns, rehabilitation centers, prisons, warnings, threats, fines, etc. Alternatives that can instill the sustainable discipline and integrity in everyone and help to end the plague. It's not going to be easy, it's going to be tough, but it is a good area for research and improvement.
Drug abuse can destroy your life within a short period of time. It is necessary for everyone to know why it is really nice and good, but very deadly. Medical drugs are to be taken under the guidance and according to the prescriptions from a qualified doctor. We are absolutely sure you do not want to experience a life with failed body organs in your precious body, and we don't want irresponsible people to stress doctors daily with unnecessary problems that could be prevented.
Foundation, medicine, and order. Beyond any doubt, culture brings order in our global society. I previously talked about an unhealthy society, and if I was asked to make a remedy for such a society, the predominant ingredient will be culture. When everyone in this sick society embraces the good culture and good way of living with other human beings and the environments, then I will beg to differ with anyone who objects to the fact that this society will be on its road to recovery. What I am implying is lack of respect, dignity, compassion, modesty, discipline, love, values, principles, and any of the sort reflects the symptoms of a sick society. In this kind of a society, a wrong thing will be acceptable, and the consequences of it are ignored. Last but not least, a society is built on culture. That is why I see culture as a foundation. If culture is lost, the substructure of the society will be lost as well, and that weakens the society as a superstructure, just using construction terms. If you restore this essential foundation, you will strengthen and improve the society. This is my theory on culture and the society. As we part ways, let us continue to take good care of our bodies and our precious lives. The famous saying goes, you only live once, YOLO. If you live it right, once is enough. The onus lies on you to make your own life worth living. No one is going to live your life, and nobody is going to spend every precious second worrying about your own body. This is why in the program I had, and the Utano Power in general, we say your body, your health, your responsibility. Stay safe, healthy, fit, and embrace your culture. I ought to express my profound gratitude for this marvelous opportunity.
Okay, it looks like we've come to the end of the segment. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you learned a lot. Let us get ready for tomorrow's session. As for the guests, our team and I, we out.